how good the credits are, it seems like a little bit of crazy coming from Texas.
Yeah, I believe that Texas also went very heavy in the transfer portal. I'd like to see some actual verification. Easy for Steve Sarkisian.
What's their APR score?
Like, just spout that off and deflect to another school. Let's open up those books in Texas and see if that's true for your program as well, Sark.
Reimer, what else you got for us tonight?
Well, there was some pretty significant news of a home and home getting scheduled, and that's St. Louis and High Point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
on November 15th.
Busy that day.
Yeah,
I'm busy.
I just want to get that out there.
It's a Sunday. We're going to be busy. Buckeyes are going to be playing that game.
That just became my favorite game for next year.
Actually, isn't the UConn game scheduled for
the 13th,
which is a Friday?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a busy weekend for us.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. Actually, the Oregon game's the 7th. What game's the 14th, Austin? You know? Ohio State?
That would be the matchup with the Maryland Terrapins.
Okay. All right, good. That's a busy week for us. Yeah, a lot going on. Anyways, Reimer, sorry to... Actually, you distracted us.
Yeah.
With the High Point and who'd you say, Siena?
St. Louis.
Oh, even better.
SLU. The Billikens.
I had to keep offering caveats over the last couple of weeks and say, all right, if there's any remote news about college basketball, Reimer's about to put it in the pulse when we come back on the Buckeye Show.
To be fair, there was some big ones that came like right before the pulse.
Oh, what? Like expanding the NCAA tournament?
Yeah.
That's big.
Ohio State, UConn announcing a home and home series.
He was giddy when that happened. You should have seen this kid's.
I wanted to jump through this glass.
We get a chance to hear from Dan Hurley on postgame.
Oh,
that's going to be our white whale.
I'm so
See
excited.
if Dan Hurley will call into our network postgame show from an Ohio State perspective. Gary, if you're listening, let's make that happen. Not once have we ever had an assistant coach live on the air, or an opponent,
a visiting head coach.
But the game is in store, so I don't know how that's going to work. But we're gonna make that happen.
I think Gary should just lie and tell.
Just do a Dan Hurley impression on the phone.
No. I think he should say, this is kind of what we do at Ohio State. We're a much larger program. We've got this, we have a ton of listeners. Our ratings are off the charts.
Yeah.
I know that you can't really relate into that stores, but like Columbus is a huge market. So like we actually always ask as part of a home and home arrangement, non-conference matchup, if you can talk to our home radio network. It's only going to be 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, not even that. I'll get you out in 4, Dan.
You shoot for 10 to 15, and then Dan can say, I only have time for 5. I will do it, yeah. If that's the way you guys do it on the post-game Buckeye Show.
It's after the game, before your press conference, though. We got to sandwich it in there.
I think we can make it happen. We'll ask Gary in Marysville.
Yeah, we will.
Are you raising your voice at me?
Are you raising your voice at me? What are you doing over here? What other home and home might be scheduled, Reimer, again?
Oh, it's a juicy one. USC and Notre Dame might be back. So, they're in active discussions to resume their storied rivalry on the football field, per Ryan Kartje of the LA Times. According to the report, Kartje said USC wants to move the game earlier in the season while Notre Dame wanted to play it the same on the calendar. As of now, if the game does in fact return, it won't be back for use for a few years. 1, 2, 3. Kartje reported the game between USC and Notre Dame might not be back on the field until 2030, but might be back.
Let me ask you guys this question. Who has the power here to decide more where that game is played on the schedule? USC or Notre Dame?
I think Notre Dame.
USC, I think, their schedule doesn't need Notre Dame. And they have 9 conference opponents.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have less flexibility. Now, would Tony Petitti want to make some concessions to allow for that to happen if they can pick those dates and set them out for 3 or 4 years down the road, or carve out a specific weekend? They may want that. But again, if that game is being played in South Bend and Notre Dame controls the broadcast rights,
I was just thinking this.
It gets a little trickier. They may not want to make those concessions. So,
yeah, but NBC's their partner, and it's also a Big Ten partner.
Yeah, I was about to say, does it matter if it's out there at the Coliseum? It technically could be.
It could be a CBS.
It could still be on NBC.
Yeah, that's
true. Could be a Fox.
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to be.
Could be a big noon at night,
and probably you wouldn't want to give it to Notre Dame's broadcast team. I mean, I don't know. I'm obviously speculating wildly on that. But I think that USC may actually have, because when this was canceled up front, everyone just blamed Lincoln Riley.
As we do.
And I think that default position is acceptable.
I agree.
And probably correct in this scenario. But since it's actually flipped in my mind now, where Notre Dame and what they have done in their scheduling over the last couple of years, and they're looking at it, and after getting left out of the playoff, they need USC desperately. And
they also need USC to be good.
And they may have to make those concessions to get it back on their end. Now, will they or won't they? I don't know. I won't make any predictions on that. Probably because by the time it comes to 2030, Lincoln Riley's not going to be part of it anyway.
Yeah, I would have a hard time imagining. Maybe he'll be down at LSU.
Should have done that the first time.
Maybe Lane Kiffin will be coaching USC. Maybe we'll have an old swapperoo.
That'll be a great story in GQ or
Vanity Fair.
Glamour.
All right. And Glamour is fantastic, by the way. Side note,
Glamour magazine.
I watched The Devil Wears Prada for the first time during our little break.
I watched it just recently, too.
Oh, my God. It was so good. It was so good. Flowers in the spring, groundbreaking. Whatever magazine she's in charge of, I'm reading it.
You guys setting up a little date night, first time out, and going to go see DWP2?
Well, it was all over my HBO Max account. And I'm like, why are they pushing The Devil Wears Prada so much? And Meredith goes, well, have you never seen it? I said, no, we watched it. And then it came out in theaters like that next day. I'm like, well, we need to go see it in theaters. We need to watch The Devil Wears Prada 2 in theaters.
I guess I'm just confused on how they made the second one, because like the movie ended like they parted ways and everything. Like it's not like it. Like
she's back.
It didn't give me the impression that like there was going to be a second one.
Well, it's 20 years later.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's true.
Are you aware of how sequels work, Ronald? You create a storyline that segues you from the end of the first movie.
Actually, they introduce an Italian, and he's a spy, and has nothing to do with the first movie.
This man, who's so obsessed with the canon of Cars 2.
And then, for the third one, they go back to the magazine.
I was confused because at the end of the first one, Lightning won the Piston Cup. But now,
Mater's a spy.
Now Mater's completely different. It's animated.
Well, it's called Cars 2.
It is the sequel.
And this is called The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So the characters are the same, but the story might be different.
It's not going to be Paris Fashion Week. It's going to be Milan Fashion Week. It's going to be the difference, and then Anne Hathaway is going to be a spy. And you know what? I'm in. We might get back to a world in college football where a commitment actually means something. We'll do that next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We're the highest rated sports radio station in America. There's no joke there. We just are. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you, or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Visit ohiomulch.com to find a location near you.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team. That's not all. Our experienced team provides insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, where can you get a full suite of business banking services served up by well-trained, caring employees with unquestionable integrity? It's right here at Heartland. Relationships matter. I'm Scott McComb. Come over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Rare banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Paul Keels here, voice of the Ohio State Buckeyes. You have to check out the brand new AAA Buckeyes MVP membership. Get all the benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus chances to win tickets to Buckeye sporting events, access to exclusive MVP experiences, along with 10% off gear at the Ohio State Team Shop. Already a AAA member? Add the Buckeye MVP membership upgrade for free. Head to AAA.com/Buckeyes to join the squad and put your fandom in drive.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh, no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
This is Paul Keels for RV Wholesalers. Peace of mind. That's what you get when purchasing your next RV from RV Wholesalers. With every new RV purchase, Ohio residents receive the exclusive Buckeye Service Guarantee. If your RV is in the shop, RV Wholesalers will give you a free loaner. Also with a Buckeye Service Guarantee, you'll receive free delivery in the state of Ohio and 3-day RV exchange. That's the exclusive Buckeye Service Guarantee. Only at RV Wholesalers in Lakeview, Mansfield, Delaware, and RVW.com. RV Wholesalers, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Ohio State fans. Next time that snack craving hits, Burger King has you covered with the O-Fry O bundle. You get a medium fry, 8-piece chicken fries, 8-piece mozzarella fries, and an 8-piece chicken nuggets, all for just $10. It's perfect snack fuel for one, wherever and whenever you're cheering on the scarlet and gray. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Tax extra.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll look for a chance of rain showers early on Wednesday morning before 7 a.m. Then it'll be drier with some sunshine after that. Highs on Wednesday at 69 degrees across central Ohio. On Thursday, dry, sunny, and 64. On Friday, also a dry day with high temps in the low 70s. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
Are we drinking the scarlet and gray Kool-Aid? You bet we are. You're listening to the Buckeye Show.
Hanging out, my guy Austin Ward here this evening. I want to let you know you can join us for the Fan 5K presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center 5K run, 1 mile walk happening Saturday, June 20th over at Otterbein up in Westerville. Some of your favorite fan personalities are going to be there, and every participant gets a finisher's medal, a race shirt, free photos, awesome gifts from Logan Services, the Fan 5K presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center. Sign up today at 971therace.com. Are you racing?
I am not. I think I will be participating in a golf outing.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I will not be there. We will be up in Michigan.
You and I are just so busy.
I know. Summertime busy, man.
Getting dragged all around the place.
All right. I know that I'm busy July 3rd. We got things to do on the Friday of July 3rd.
I know that Reimer will be there.
He will be there.
Very confident in that.
Is this breaking news?
How are you with peer pressure? Let me ask you that question. Are you good at handling it?
He's already had one spicy wing on the air.
That's true.
And he's
Looking
committed
down
to
the barrel
a
of
second.
I'd probably say not the greatest.
Okay. I'm wanting to know for future reference.
I'm wondering where that's going.
Yeah.
Well, because you're gonna be in the marathon.
Yeah.
That's not even up for debate.
You're going to be playing 36 holes of golf at the beautiful Ridge Golf and Gardens Friday, July 3rd.
Especially now that you
live out there.
Been awakened to the delights of the world famous Ridge Golf and Gardens. And there is no finer championship venue in the entire world for 36 holes of two-man scramble.
Arana mink, more like Arana stink. Am I right? Got
Boom.
nothing on the ridge.
Roasted. There's nothing that you could actually, you can't turn the ridge into something negative. It's impossible.
Call a barista. This roast just got dark.
Take that, PGA Championship.
All right, what's the status? What's your confirmation status?
I
TBD?
Yeah, still TBD. It's the option is being weighed over right now.
By who?
He has like it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's like, so what's the time frame on that? What do I need to be able to tell?
All day thing.
But I said, well, you know, if you're in one of the earlier groups and you don't want to stay for awards out on the patio, like guys have got out of there by 5, you know, and you live down the road. It can be
you'll be home by 5:30, 6 o'clock.
What time does it start?
7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
That's when you'll be singing the national anthem.
I'm singing the national anthem.
Yeah, well, hey, this is
no shot. There's no way.
This is a rite of passage. First year entrance into the Marysville Marathon has to sing the national anthem. Did we just make up that rule last year for Shark's son-in-law, Jake? Yes. Did I sing it the prior 4 years? Yes, I did. All right. Did I want that to get that off my plate? Yes, I did. It's got to go to someone else.
Not me.
We told Gary Pettit this second mention of him playing, and it's like, you have to do it now. He was ready, and he was walking up there, and I just pushed play on Team America World Police instead. Yeah. It's like, you guys, this is a made-up thing that Beamer's pressuring you into, and I ruined all of his fun.
I was so nervous the first time I was practicing the national anthem the night before.
That's commitment. You're not, because you're not afraid to be great.
I'm not, and I'm also going to finish in the top 10 this year, which I don't think has ever happened.
Well, you got to keep in mind that your nemesis finished dead last year.
Yeah, it makes me feel better.
That's got to help.
Yeah. All right, we'll wait for a commitment.
Yes.
All right. We'll wait for you.
I will show the missus this segment so that she can get a little bit more details.
You've got like 7 weeks, man.
I know.
You've got a long time to go. You got a ways away before we need a commitment out of you.
Okay.
Don't say that.
We've got 2 weeks. Yeah, sorry. We have 2 weeks before we need a commitment out of you.
Don't put me through that.
I was pressuring Justin off air last night.
And
he was waffling.
He already missed one, so he's on thin ice. You have less than 7 weeks. Let's put, especially because this year, here's the other part of this. We were just talking about how busy we are.
Yeah, busy little bees.
And I've got, Liberty's birthday Alaskan Disney cruise that's taking me all the way up to July 2nd. So all of that, which I didn't plan it this way, but I'm glad that it's worked out this way, where you know that week building up to the marathon is the worst week of the year for me, because people no, I'm in, no, I'm out, and the field size is constantly fluctuating, sometimes all the way up until like 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's going to show up, and I absolutely hate it.
Are we still going to be getting press releases from Alaska?
Well, I think when we get to ports, I might have like temporary internet access in Alaska. So it's not like going to the Caribbean and you're just completely shut off from the world, or you're paying $150 for terrible Wi-Fi. I mean, that's part of my responsibilities as the commissioner and founder of the Marysville Marathon. So I'll have to do that. But that field, I'm not getting any texts on that boat. All right?
We have to finalize the field in like the middle of June.
You're either in
or you're out,
or you're dead,
or you're never going to be playing again.
Austin did put it into the ether about a potential banger 2v2, us three and Jay-Z.
That'd be fine. I'm game for that. Whenever.
Absolutely.
Whenever Justin.
Yeah, his schedule's wide open.
Yeah. All I do is work from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 in the evening. I got nothing else going on. It's fine. Meredith's not working right now. She's at home. William's at daycare. 6-year-old and the dog, they can watch after themselves.
I didn't know that we could have been doing this all along. Also, by the way, happy birthday to Justin Zwick. He is 43 today.
Big happy birthday to him. He'll be in with me tomorrow.
We didn't divulge that last night.
We didn't divulge it live on air.
Yeah.
He also announced it, confirmed it. He was on the live show at Roosters today. He got Nicole brought him in the plate of chips. So he got his favorite thing in the world, the Roosters catering chips. So he's all set. And then he immediately left. I don't think he even got all of his food. He's like, I got to get to the golf course.
Yeah, he told me he was playing today. I said, what a lovely day you're having.
And thanks for the invite.
He deserves it. That guy deserves it to have a good birthday. He'll be back with us tomorrow. Speaking yesterday, or maybe today, when it was released, Ryan Day's interview on the Josh Pate college football show.
I think they posted it today.
Okay, they did post it today. Ryan Day voiced support for the NCAA potentially adopting a mandatory 2-year commitment for student athletes before entering the transfer portal. He said, quote, "I feel pretty strong about that. If you're looking at a player who comes in at mid-year right now, their high school season gets done, they jump right into spring ball, they have this season. During that freshman season, typically they're not playing as much as they'd like. They're going to go through challenges. They're failing. That's a big part of being a freshman. You have to fail. You got to fail to learn. That's how it works. There's all these expectations in recruiting, and when their freshman year doesn't go exactly the way that they want, they get done in December and January, and there's no cooling off phase right away. It's emotional. It's raw. A lot of times, the season is still going on. And it harkens like when you guys have the opportunity to talk to players immediately after the game. Like there needs to be a mandatory cool down period where you're not getting microphones in front of these guys where they're going to say something that they regret, years down the road. I think this is a great idea. I don't really necessarily agree with the NCAA on everything that they do, but a high school commit who commits to a program, signs for a program, Austin, having to stay there for 2 years, let alone a coaching change, something you could petition the NCAA as a waiver like they did in the past era of the NCAA. But on base level, I think this is a really good idea to make a commitment mean something in college football and guaranteeing that you're at a spot for 2 years.
Can they get that done?
I don't know.
That's the biggest challenge in all of that. Because Ryan Day has great ideas, and over the last couple of weeks, because he's not on the road, that's why you're seeing more podcast appearances, more radio hits from Ryan Day, and he is using this platform that he has to talk about the changes that he wants. He brought this up a couple of weeks ago. It's like maybe there's a model that's like Major League Baseball. Maybe there's something that is like hockey. Maybe you're rethinking the amateurism model. There's a lot of ways to do this. Ryan Day we say this all the time, and it is a premise of the Buckeye Show and the Austin and Birm Show. Ryan Day does not make mistakes. He does not say anything on accident into a live microphone. He's doing it because it's coming from a well-thought-out purpose and because he believes it. Now, I don't think that he knows what could actually be approved by the NCAA, by the CSC, by the groups that are working to put together legislation in Washington, D.C. Like, who knows where all of this is going to land? But if you don't put out some of those ideas right now, you don't have any chance of getting that through. The one thing that Ohio State and Ryan Day can control is what kind of contracts do you want to put in place in terms of NIL and structure for the players that you recruit. If the rules don't support mandatory 2 years for signing, or they can't get to a collective bargaining agreement across college football,
which is tough.
That is tough, but that's fine. You do have another option in your pocket, which is, all right, well, there might be a financial penalty if you do leave after 1 year. Now, no one likes to put it in those terms. No one wants to be forced or coerced into that, but Ohio State is making a big investment. They don't like seeing it walk out of the door after 1 year when, by and large, 80% or more of true freshmen are not ready to contribute at Ohio State.
It's more.
Yeah.
It's more.
It's Jeremiah Smith is one of one.
Yeah,
there aren't a lot of others that are like him. So
not to say that they're not pulling their weight
on the field or doing what they're supposed to
in the film room. It's just making an impact on the field directly for Ohio State during games it's a monster task to ask.
Yeah, but that's why this is a wake-up call. It's a reminder. It's not supposed to be easy for true freshmen. And if you immediately cut bait and go look for another opportunity, you're effectively starting all over as a true freshman somewhere else. And I don't have enough research to support it, but you look at the level of development that you're getting, players that see things through in one spot, and not going to brush with too broad of a stroke, but a lot of those players set themselves up for more success in the long run than going to 3, 4, or 5 different spots.
Ohio State's hoops schedule is an absolute bruiser for this upcoming season. We'll get into that here in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
When it comes to your roof, there's really one team to call, Newman Roofing. From the first call to the final nail, our team of professionals will be there every step of the way, answering any questions you have throughout the entire process. So give Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com.
Spring is here. Now's the time to get your air conditioner ready with a $49 AC tune-up from Columbus Worthington Air. An AC tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Proudly serving Columbus homeowners for 90 years and counting. Columbus Worthington Air, and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
How do you make a UDF ice cream quake? Easy. Pick any flavor of UDF ice cream, add your favorite mix-ins, and you've got a quake. Now, how do you pick your flavors and mix-ins? That's the hard part. Ice cream quakes, only at United Dairy Farmers.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith, Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Already prepping for next week's matchup? Get your best rest yet with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop Bob's and choose from pillows, soft, plush, dual feel, and extra firm mattresses with Bobopedic memory foam that will have you dreaming of game day in no time. So shop in store or online to score the latest and affordable luxury mattresses without the luxury price tag. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The best damn radio show in the land. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
It's a Tuesday. Coming up on Thursday, you can join, I was going to say us, but it's not going to be us. You can join Common Man Thursday night for a special edition of Common Man's Basement. Common Man in his basement, hanging out, answering your questions live from the chat. Catch it Thursday night at 9, exclusively on the Fans YouTube channel, presented by Lions Den. I think that's when the FCC requirements fade out for the day.
Do anything then.
So then he can say anything that he wants. Unfettered access.
But you can also hang out with us from 6 to 8 on Thursday.
That is correct.
Get ready for it.
We will be here from 6 to 8. You're also going to be with me on Friday from 6 to 8.
What a week.
Lots to make up for, right?
So good to be back.
It's great to have you
Isn't
back.
it our 1 year?
Friday?
No, today.
I don't know. Is it?
I think it's the 12th.
Seems like it meant a lot to Reimer.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know. I don't know, Jacob.
You didn't put that in the calendar?
I had a lot going on last year. I had a lot going on right now. I didn't put that in the calendar. I'm sorry. Sorry for blanking. I didn't get you roses. I didn't get you flowers.
It's all good.
I didn't make you eat a hot wing.
I didn't get you wings. I did get you wings. They were acquired.
When are we doing that? When do you want to lock that in for? I'll go to Roosters before I get here.
Well, I'll be there on Monday again for the live show.
Oh, we could do it.
I don't know what the schedule is for next week.
Hey, buddy, nobody knows what the schedule is for next week. All right. How about if you're in on Monday, we'll do it on Monday.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that works.
I'll try and remember to bring them next time.
Like Willie and Meredith.
Wait, what are you going to do with the ones that you left at home?
Eat them?
I don't know if I can. I've never actually tasted New Killer before.
Just give them to Birm.
Well, he's weird. He won't eat leftovers.
What?
Yeah.
Like, hold on. Let me ask you a question here. And maybe the next time that we talk to him, we can delve into this a little bit more. He won't eat Roosters leftovers, he won't eat leftovers in general?
Leftovers of anything. So
how long is it that it has to be, like, as soon as it hits like Tupperware into the refrigerator, it's over for him?
Here's what I found so strange. And I've been working with this man now for 10 years. I know a lot of quirks about him. But he will, for instance, order a pizza. Might have 2 slices, might have 3 slices. Well, that's still the majority of the pizza left. He will not eat it ever again. Once it loses that temperature,
my gosh.
It's gone. I'm like, are you okay?
That's crazy.
Leftover pizza is one of the real joys of life.
You don't even need to heat it up.
I think he should just go to Madrid.
I agree.
But any leftovers, no chance, not eating it. Like, that's so much wasted food.
That's a ton of wasted food.
Especially on the pizza front. So I kind of like it when he, would be staying at my house. I'm like, well, I already ate, I'm here and just grilled out with Allie and Liberty. And he's like, I don't want that. I'm going to have pizza. I'm like, great.
I got a pizza tomorrow morning for breakfast.
I have pizza for the next 3 days because he's only going to have 2 slices of it, especially now that he's on Awaken 180.
That's right. He got awoken.
It's like, all right, cool. You You got any of that pepperoni
Listen,
pizza
I know
left?
that Birm is an interesting guy. I've gathered that in my years of talking to him. I haven't spent as much time with him as you have. That's a Mount Rushmore oddity for Birm.
No, yeah.
Absolutely.
File that away. Because there will be... Just wait until you spend 2 hours with them. There's going to be a point somewhere this summer.
Yeah.
When I'm not in here.
Probably plenty. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for all of us and Birm to spend 2 hours together.
So
let's go.
I am very much looking forward to that show when there won't be any actual Ohio State conversation and you just try and learn all of the different idiosyncrasies of my longtime colleague.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Mark your calendars for that. I don't know when that's going to be, but that's going to be full 2 hours of learning Birm's idiosyncrasies. So we got that to look forward to, which is going to be good. And I can't wait to do that. You have any weird ones? You got any? The weird thing with me with food is that like warm and or hot, like creamed cheeses, like a crab rangoon, the most disgusting thing in the world.
Ooh.
Don't like it. Warm cream cheese. I need cold cream cheese like on a bagel.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like a manicotti, like warm ricotta inside of a noodle, which I love all of those components. Hot, disgusting.
Huh.
Can't do it.
I like nachos. Don't like just straight cheese.
That's a little weird too.
How am I supposed to follow that?
I can't eat mac and cheese. Don't like that.
That's not just cheese though. That's noodles.
I know, but it's mostly cheese.
Does it matter any kind of cheese? Or are you saying just like
I'll eat cheese with pizza and nachos, maybe some burgers, but it's about it. Nothing else.
All right, that's a weird one.
What am I supposed to do with that?
For sure. Does it matter what kind of cheese? If it's like a good homemade mac and cheese, you're still out?
I'm out. Yeah, still out.
This is a wild
Let's pivot.
scene of event.
Let's pivot. Ohio State, in their regular season basketball schedule was released today. Not really the schedule.
Yeah, redeem yourself, Reimer. Talk about hoops.
But their opponents were released today. And I gotta say, it's quite the adventure for Buckeye basketball this year. They didn't have to go to Illinois last year. They didn't have to go to Indiana last year. They didn't have to. It wasn't really that tough of a schedule. Now, the Big Ten was good. The Big Ten did win a national championship in basketball for the first time in forever this year in college
Just
basketball.
2000.
Yes. So, like, they do have that going for them, which is nice. Your home schedule for Ohio State. These are the teams that you get at home. Remember, you have 3 games that you get home and away. So it's not that many on the schedule since the Big Ten bloated themselves up to an 18-team conference. The teams you get at home this year, this is going to be your home slate over at the Shot. Maryland, which is going to be better than what they were last year.
Absolutely.
Have to be. Michigan State, never easy. Northwestern, I don't know what they are each and every year. Chris Collins, still a heck of a coach.
Yeah.
So you'll see what they possess. Oregon was bad last year. You beat them on the road. Rutgers, up and down. You'll see what happens. Luckily, that game's not being played at the RAC. That's a very tough place to go. Wisconsin, again, that's only a home game, so you don't have to go up to the Kohl Center, which is very nice. And then Washington is going to be at home. Now, here's your road games this year for the Buckeye Hoops
Buckle
team.
up.
Illinois on the road.
Oof.
Champaign. Indiana on the road at Assembly Hall. Minnesota up in the barn, which is a very weird place to go and play
Always.
a college basketball game. Freddie Hoiberg, who just made history for Nebraska ball. You're on the road in Lincoln. Purdue. Actually, I feel all right about that. Jake Diebler is a Boilermaker slayer. So
If there's anybody who's not worried about going to play Purdue on the road,
it's Jake Diebler. And then your West Coast swing is UCLA and USC on the road, which is going to be tough. Your home and away games, Iowa, which you just had a big-time contract extension handed out to their coach. Michigan, home and away, and then Penn State. That's a nice little reprieve. But still, I feel like if you wanted to doctor up, if you weren't one of those West Coast teams having to like travel across the country for each and every single game, that's about as tough as an away schedule as you're going to face in the Big Ten.
Yeah, Illinois is a projected top 5 team. I'd say they brought basically everybody back. Indiana has I think the number 1 transfer class. Purdue's still going to be good. Nebraska brought back Price Stanford, so like I think they're going to be very good as well. And USC, like sneaky top 10 team. Like they're crazy good next year. They have a loaded class. Brought a lot of guys back. Elijah Arenas is expected to be back. Like they're going to be disgusting.
Their home slate is favorable, though.
Yeah.
That's nice for them.
Michigan State will be tricky. They're
always tricky.
Yeah, Fears will be back. Like they retained a lot, but still, like that'll be
I
a
think
very
Fears
big
should
game.
be banned from college basketball.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate that
He's a
take.
thug.
With all of his flagrants that he was giving out
what's this
year.
guy doing? Can't control your feet?
No. Neither could why am I blanking on the Duke player? Grayson Allen?
Yes.
He couldn't control his feet.
He had a tripping problem.
Yeah. So does Jeremy Fears.
Yeah.
Now, how do you have these two legendary coaches who are famed for their discipline and their approach to building programs, and you have Grayson Allen and Fears just kicking people all over the place?
You know better than that.
I mean, you don't coach it? Tolerate it?
You would have liked this, so...
It's Coach K.
Was
Come
it-
on now.
I knew you were going to get a dig in
My
there.
mistake. I was talking to Beamer.
Holier than thou, North Carolina fan over there, all right? Unlike you guys did anything crazy in the past, including cheating on entrance exams
that
or
was-
fake classes.
That was the football team.
Rigging the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, you're right. Rigging the NCAA tournament to make sure your name popped up on Selection
Yeah,
Sunday.
shout out Bubba.
Yeah, there you go. You have no hard feelings about that one. But yeah, it should be a fun season for Ohio State. Listen, you have a favorable home schedule. That's a brute when it comes to an away schedule. You'll like this. Was it Friday or was it? I think it was Friday when I first got back. Reimer and I just got so off topic about a list that Jeff Goodman had posted. He posted a list of the top 5, the best 5 hires in the last decade in college basketball. Austin, you're not, and me either. I'm not like Reimer. You're not like Reimer when it comes to watching college basketball.
No one is.
Who would you? All right, name your top 3. All right, and then we can go from there. Just guys who immediately come to mind of best hires in the last 10 years.
I mean, Dusty May.
All right, that's it. End of conversation. All right, this is the whole thing. Jeff Goodman, who covers college basketball for a living, didn't put Dusty May on his top 5 most important hires of the last 10 years. Like, I got broke a 26-year streak of the Big Ten not winning a national championship, did a hell of a job at Florida Atlantic, and came in like a wrecking ball in year 2 and did what he did. Brad Underwood was on there, though.
Seems like a pretty obvious selection. Not sure how
Michigan won 8 games before he got there, and then they won the Big Ten the year after that.
Can't take that list
It
very
was like
seriously.
the first thing Reimer and I talked about upon return. Said, hey, how's the family doing? And I said, did you see this list? He said, yeah, of course I did. Of course I saw the list.
Huh. Well, I'm glad that I got the right answer.
Yeah, you got the right answer right out of the gates.
Dan Hurley was probably the number 1.
Yeah, Todd Golden, those 3 guys.
Yeah, that's the 3. That's the undisputed top 3.
Argue about whoever you want
Yeah.
at 4 and 5. But yeah, those 3 guys with actual national championships. I would say that those were pretty good. Hashtag Buckeyes coming at you next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
For people with nasal congestion, snoring, or sleep apnea, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination for all your problems?
Welcome to Advent, your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care in one location. Over 95% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
Join T-Bone and Tyvis mornings on The Fan for football, food, and fun, featuring T-Bone.
Now, when you were talking about the football stuff, I was listening, but when you said Waffle House, I leaned forward in my chair.
And national champ Tyvis Powell.
I was staring myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes today looking at it.
Where they solve all the world's complex problems.
We're not putting the toothpaste back in the toothpaste container.
Sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus.
Football, food, and fun with T-Bone and Tyvis. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on The Fan.
I need a small
small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At metal supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
The Fan is headed to the Memorial. Are you ready for 30 hours of live coverage? Oh, it's true, baby.
Sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. TheWaterworks.com.
The best Memorial coverage, The Fan.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with modern office methods. Your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on Free Assessment.
Inside the body, cancer divides. But inside the James, we unite. With nearly 300 cancer specialists, each focused on a single type of cancer, and over 1,500 researchers, relentlessly pursuing new discoveries and sparking new hope. So if you just heard the words, "you have cancer," you should know this. We heard them too. And there's no better team in the nation to create a cancer-free world. The James at Ohio State.
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. So check out Donato's $5 Pizza Pals menu. Order any large pizza and add your choice of a sub, salad, wings, dessert, and more for just $5 each. Order your favorite $5 Pizza Pals from Donatos.com today. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Call the plumbing, heating, and cooling technicians at The Waterworks and Header today. Call 614-232-2222. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Reds baseball up next, coming up at 8 o'clock. Austin, our fan poll today, sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub. 971thefan.com or on X at 971thefan. Do you like that Ohio State has alternate uniforms? Yes. Fire emoji. No, I like the traditionals. What did you think about the jersey reveal last night?
If those are my only two options, then I'm afraid I have to select no. Yeah, but I'm not.
Those are the only two options.
I'm not. I try not to be a curmudgeon. I'm not opposed to alternate uniforms.
Here comes PBS.
No. Let's be reasonable and rational about this. I understand that they have value. Some have been better than others. There have been some of the all-black uniforms that have looked pretty cool. There have also been the Land of the Wolves jerseys that were absolutely abominations. And
Marcus Ball game-winning touchdown, though.
Should never be worn or seen again.
What about the Cannonball helmet?
I don't know that I loved it, but there's some pretty iconic photos of it.
Yeah, there is.
I did not like it for the Curtis Samuel touchdown.
Forever etched in history.
Yes.
Wearing that helmet.
Yeah.
Wearing that hat.
And I think most people would share this opinion that the game doesn't need alternate uniforms.
No.
That's
if anything, if you're going to tinker with the uniforms, color on color is the thing you should do.
Yeah, I think that would
I don't think it needs to be tinkered with. I think home away jerseys, they look just fine. But if you feel a need to tinker with it, just go color on color.
Yeah, I think that would look iconic. I loved when UCLA and USC did that. It was, fantastic for those rivalry games. I'd love to see Ohio State and the Wolverines do that in the future. I don't think that they will. I don't want to see the Buckeyes wearing the alternate uniforms. They have their place in. I don't think that they are as popular, as in demand, as prevalent with recruits as the way they used to be. That used to be a real showcase opportunity. And
it's now money.
Yeah, they want the money. They don't care what they're wearing. And so I think it has kind of switched back to the uniforms become what are going to sell to fans, what do fans want to see, and the release on Monday night, I think they kind of got the order wrong because there is still very much a real possibility of the heritage sleeves coming back, the heritage stripes on the sleeves for Ohio State. Kevin Reese talked about this now a year and a half ago on an episode of The Notebook with me and Birm. They're like, hey, that's what fans want. Good chance of that coming back. We also saw it teased in the spring game on those practice jerseys that they were wearing out there. Didn't look as great on those as what the real thing might look like. But I think especially when you timed it up on a Monday night at 6:14, that tells you, it feels like a traditional time. We're leaning into your roots in Columbus. To then unveil an alternate, I thought was underwhelming for me.
That's what we said. We were on live last night when they got revealed, and Justin and I said basically the same thing. They're nice. The alternates
I don't
are nice.
think they made bad uniforms.
Correct.
They look great, and they put a lot of thought into them. And they probably will look sweet when they're on the field and under the lights, if they get to play under the lights, which we don't know for sure. Now,
that November 7th game at 3:30 will turn into a night game.
The lights will be on by the end of that game against Oregon, and that would probably be the ideal moment, to use them and unveil them. Interestingly enough, against the one program that became most famous for having 12 different uniform combinations and selling that to recruits. But
combinations, they're like in the hundreds.
Well, whatever it is, that they have to have a weekly reveal on social media for what they're going to wear. But I don't, again, even for Oregon, I don't think that has become a needle mover for them. You've kind of seen them, they still have a bunch of them, but they've shied away from that. Other programs try to duplicate that. And I think that fad sort of had worn off. And, I don't think that Ohio State, this is not from a perspective of you need to only rely on your tradition and not look for other edges or evolve with the times.
That's where I'm at.
They've done that plenty. Like, I just don't think that it has the same value and cachet that it used to.
Agreed. I think it's a good point that you made. But yeah, as far as the fan poll considers, like alternate uniforms, I could do without them. The regulars are iconic enough.
And everybody wanted on Monday night. I think that was the buildup for that was aiming towards here come heritage stripes, which I've not met a single Ohio State fan. There might be some out there. I don't want to speak for them. Not met a single one that's like, you know what? I kind of hate those.
I said the same exact thing last night. I said if you polled 100% of Ohio State fans, I don't think a single one, and I am speaking for all of them, I don't think a single one would be like, I like the black stripes better. No. I don't think they exist.
So, but that's the thing. When you are unveiling the alternates and you're hyping up the release, I don't know. You've got the results of the fan poll. I don't know what it said. I know that it's not
off it.
But I know that it's not 100-0.
77-22.
That like it.
77-23, technically.
And that's about what you could possibly hope for as a best case scenario. Anytime you're asking a question about anything on social media, you're never going to have unanimous consent on anything. But that's if you had said, do you like the return of the heritage stripe or no? Do you think they're fire or nah, don't need it? That poll might well be 100-0.
Yeah, I don't know if in the history of our fan poll that we've ever had a 100-0. Now we've had some absolute landslides.
Probably get some Michigan fans that would be pushing no in there and skewing the results.
That's
we can't confirm that.
I think with Truth Serum though, 100-0.
Yeah,
is what you're gonna get.
There's no doubt. Nobody doesn't want that.
No. Reimer, how's Bruce Thornton's combine experience going?
I think that he was just yesterday. They had another group in there today with that's the top prospects. But testing wise, the shooting numbers were really good. Like 3-point shooting, he was in the top 4. Spot up shooting, I believe he was 8th. The agility stuff, he was more towards the bottom, but still, I feel like he can. I think it's really going to shine in the 5-on-5s tomorrow. That's going to be his biggest opportunity for him to kind of rise up draft boards to maybe be more of a lock of a mid-second round pick to maybe an early instead of a mid to late. So we'll see. I think that's sometime tomorrow afternoon.
I think Bruce Thornton just needs a shot, and I don't think that he probably cares anywhere that he goes in the NBA as long as he gets drafted and he gets the opportunity. I think that's the most important thing to him. He gets drafted, he goes to an organization, and then, I mean, you've heard Chris Holtmann talk about him. You've heard Jake Diebler talk about him. You've heard any assistant that we've ever had on the postgame show talk about Bruce Thornton and his incredible professionalism and work ethic that he brings to the gym, that he brought to the classroom, that he brings into a weight room, that he brings into the film room every day, that whatever team drafts him, I will certainly say will not regret the decision to take a flyer chance on Bruce Thornton.
You also just can't simulate the things that Bruce Thornton does in games.
Yeah.
Like, did they come up with a drill where it's like, can you go create at the rim while being pushed off balance and throwing up a floater with three guys draped all over you? Like, they're not doing that in the combine. Maybe that's what Reimer's talking about. The 5-on-5 could be some scenarios where he gets to show that, but I would just urge them to, in the words of Jeff Okuda, cut that tape on.
Austin, had a great time with you tonight. Let's do it again on Thursday evening, shall we?
I'll be here.
Justin is going to be in with me tomorrow. Everybody have an awesome night. Reds baseball up next on The Fan.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem.